Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. If you are new here, then welcome. My name is Millie. I make videos on makeup products all the time. I'm always testing new makeup products, creating different looks with products that I already have, reviewing, wear test, etc, etc. So if that's the sort of content that you are into, I would love it if you would subscribe down below. But today I'm diving into the Retro Love palette from Beauty Bay. I have already done one video swatching this palette. I created a very pastel, like lilac and green look across the lid, but today I want to focus on these blues and the greens in the top corner. These ones up here. This whole section is calling my name. I mean, it was calling my name when I first swatched this palette, but today I can't resist. It's going to happen. I'm thinking something really like smoky and blown out. I will say while I'm here, I want to do like a whole series just on this palette because I think it's fantastic. The variety of colours, shimmers and mattes is absolutely fantastic. I want to do like a sunset eye, like yellow and like the peachy orangey, the pink. So if you want to see that, I will be doing that very soon. I'm going to be playing with this a ton, so if you want to see those videos, again, you can subscribe. They will be coming soon, but I'm going to start with the base today. I'm feeling very, very dry. I don't look it. I've done my skincare routine, but my skin feels so dry today. So I'm going to go in with the We Love H2O Hydrate Primer, and I'm just going to put this, I'm going to do like 2 pumps, and I'm just going to put this more so like across my cheeks where I feel like extra dry. I don't feel like I necessarily need a ton of hydration everywhere else. My face is going to go super red now that I'm touching it, but that just adds a really nice layer of tacky hydration. It adds a really nice spring into my skin. So for foundation, I'm going in with the Essence Stay All Day 16-hour long lasting foundation. I picked this up in my winter shade, and I'm going to do what I do with this foundation, which is 2 pumps on the back of my hand and then 1 pump of the Inkey Polyglutamic acid over the top. Then I get an eyeshadow brush and I just mix these together on the back of my hand. If I had some sort of palette or something like that, then I would use that instead, of course, but just using my hand, mixing that all in, and then I'm going to paint this onto my skin. I'm going to blend this out with a sponge today because, like I say, I'm dry, so I need the extra hydration. So once I've got a decent amount of that like dotted all over my face, I'm going in with my sponge and I'm picking up what I've got left on the back of my hand and then just blending everything in. This combination, the Inkey serum and this foundation, has honestly been my go-to for like 2 weeks straight. I haven't wanted to pick anything else up. It's so pretty on the skin and this colour is great for me in winter as well. For concealer, I'm going in with the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. I wear this in the shade Extra Fair 4 and I just think I need a little bit of this around my eyes. Don't think I need any extra coverage anywhere else, but I'm just going to keep it on the eyes today. I actually did a pink eyeshadow look yesterday for Valentine's Day and it's stained my eyelids pink, which is to be expected, but obviously just want to cover that one up. Yes, that looks better. The redness on my eyelids was really throwing me off there. So for bronzer, I'm not going to be doing anything too like harsh and structured, so I want to use more of like a glowy bronzer. So this is the Kiko Baked Bronzer from the Lost in Amalfi collection. I don't know if you can get this anymore, but a lot of their like baked bronzers are all the same. This is the lightest shade, and I'm just going to warm up the skin just lightly, not too much and nothing too sharp. Now I dug out this blush because I'm thinking that more of a cool tone blush will look good with the like bluey teal eyeshadow. That's my thinking. Anyway, so this is the Flower Beauty Flower Pots powder blush in the shade Wild Rose, and this is my all-time favourite blush. I absolutely adore it. So I'm just going to add a little pop of pink. Then I also brought this blush over, and I might just tap the tiniest little bit into this. So this is the powder blush palette from e.l.f. This is in the light shade, and I think that this shade in the bottom corner, really lightly, like blended over the top, will just add like a little reflect. I'm not sure, I've not used this shade before, so I don't know how pigmented it is. That's perfect, that's just what I wanted, just a slight little glow, because obviously that Flower Beauty one is completely matte, so I just wanted a little pink kiss of a glow coming through the cheeks. Ooh, I like that shade. I've not used that one before, but I feel like that's a really nice like amount of glow. It's not too glowy. Also just going to brush a bit across the bridge of my nose because I always do. And then I'm just going to quickly go off and do my brows. I never do my brows on camera. It takes me too long. So the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in neutral brown and the e.l.f. Wow Brow in deep brown. So I'll be right back when I've got some brows on my head. Okay, so that's the brows on. I'm just going to tap a little bit of the Profusion No Budge Eyeshadow Primer just with my fingers over the lid. I didn't use a primer when I did that other look with this palette, so I just want to see how it performs, and honestly I always forget that I have this eyeshadow primer, so I just need to remember to use it, honestly. So now that you are all zoomed in, we can start on the eyes. They are nicely primed, and I will just show you up close the colours that I'm going to be using today. So it's these four in this top corner here that are going to be like the colourful, like the focus of this look. I will of course use some of the others to like create the look, like probably this brownie transition tone, but this Moon River shade is what I want all over the lid basically, and I want to do something quite sort of rounded, quite smoked out, but obviously very colourful and very blue. So I'm going to start with a big fluffy brush, and I'm actually going to dip into this At Last shade in the bottom corner, and I'm going to start working that into the crease and like creating this shape on the outer corner that I'm wanting. Then I'm taking a smaller fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into Blue Suede on the top row here, tapping off the excess, and I'm going to pack this on like the outer corner, and I will also take this through the crease further along, start building up this blue. So that's how that blue shade is looking. I really like that colour. That's like blending into that purple really nicely. I'm going to go back in with that first fluffy brush and into that At Last shade, that lilac that I used first, and I'm just going to add a little bit more lilac a little bit higher up. I feel like I've lost a little bit of that, but I do still want that blend to be there. And then back in with the small brush, and I'm just going to layer up that blue shade again. Just light layers every time to just add more intensity. They layer really nicely, the Beauty Bay formulas. If you haven't tried them, I highly recommend. They're a fantastic formula, especially when you think like all of these shades, you get all of these colours, mattes and shimmers, and this was £15. Like, they're so affordable for the quality, and I feel like they're really user friendly as well. Like, you can do just a wash of like one colour across the lid. If you're new to makeup and you're new to like creating eye looks and blending eyeshadow and stuff like that, I feel like these are so easy to use because they're just a really nice amount of pigment. Sometimes you get eyeshadows that are so incredibly pigmented that once you put them down you can't like blend them, and that makes it more difficult to use. And then sometimes you get ones and there's no pigment at all to them, and that's not helpful either. But I feel like these ones are perfect, like right in the middle, just perfect. So I'm going to go in with that same brush into Magic Moment, and I'm going to darken up the lid, but just on the like outer half-ish. Oh, I love that colour. That's my favourite colour of all time. ever. I'm also going to run that under my eyes as well. I did already put that lilac shade down there just so that there was something down there, but I think I want that one. Oh, I love that colour. I'm just taking that brush and I'm not adding any more shadow. I have just wiped that off. I'm not applying any more product, but I'm just encouraging that last shade, that magic moment. Just encouraging that out a little bit to smoke it out and to soften it a little bit, but without adding any more colours. I feel like this is a really, really pigmented colour, so you don't want to add too much of it. Yeah, a little something like that. Is that even? Is it even enough? Absolutely. Right, I'm going to go back in with that first fluffy shade into, at last, again, that lilac, and I'm going to lay a little bit more of that down there, because I feel like we've lost the purple here, but I do still want some of that included. So I'm just popping that a little bit further in, blending it in with what we've already got. So I think it's time for the shimmer. Are we ready? I'm so excited. So I'm going to use my finger, I'm going to dip into the shade Moon River, and I'm going to put this, just look at it, it's so pretty. I'm going to swipe this just down the middle, so at the end of where we put that magic moment shade, but not quite on the centre. So I think I want to use that River Deep one right in the centre. So I've got that one there, just one little tap that was. I love that colour. Just gonna tap it in a little bit with my finger. Once I've got that colour down, I'm just going to go over just this top edge here, just so that there isn't a line like where my finger applied it. But that is such a beautiful colour. I absolutely love these like tealy turquoisey shades. So then I'm going to go in with the same finger and I'm going to go into the lighter of the shimmery shades up in this top corner called River Deep, and I'm going to tap this just on the inner section of the lid. Oh, that colour as well. And again, once the colour's down, I'm going in with that smaller brush just to make sure it's blended in. So we're pressing it in with the finger and then just making sure there aren't any lines or anything with a really, really light hand and a brush. And I'm thrilled with how that's turned out. I'm absolutely thrilled. I love it. Right, I'm going to just put a little bit of that River Deep shade. I'm going to get that and put a little bit under my eyes. I won't be able to do this on camera because I'll have to hold my mirror up. But just popping that there. That is such a beautiful shade. That's a really unique colour. It's like it's turquoise, but it has like a green glitter in it. That's so pretty. Right, I'm going to put some of this shade, which I used in that other video as well. That's called Love Train. And I'm going to just put a little bit of that directly on the inner corner, like so. Like, it's just mind-blowing, that colour. So, one last blend over all of that, and I think I am done. I mean, I need to add liner and lashes, but I'll go on camera and do that, add probably quite a substantial wing, add probably quite a substantial amount of mascara, and then I will be right back. So, that is the eyes completely done. I absolutely love how that's turned out. I feel like it looks like a mermaid eye look, and I am so about that. Like, I love these colours so much. I love this whole vibe. I absolutely love this look. For the liner, the liquid liner, that's the Profusion Everlasting Waterproof Liquid Liner, just in black, and then the mascara is the Revolution 5D Whip Lift Mascara. I also put some of the Rimmel Nude Scandalise pencil in the waterline just to brighten that back up a little bit. So for the lips, I'm going in with the Essence 8 Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner. This is in Rosy Nude, so I'm going to just draw on the lips. And then the lip, like the main lip colour, is this one, and it's brand new. It's still got all of the like security seals and stuff on it. So this is the e.l.f. Lip Lacquer in the shade Whisper Pink, and I don't know how pigmented this is. I don't think I've used one of the lip lacquers before, so let's just see. Yeah, that's nice. That's like a gloss, but that goes with that lip liner perfectly. Amazing. So I feel like I just need a little bit of setting powder. I feel like I'm getting a little bit shiny in the middle here, so I'm going to just take the e.l.f. powder foundation, the camo powder foundation, on a little brush that's picked up a cat hair, and I'm just going to swipe this just down here. I still want the skin to be glowy. I just don't want to look sweaty. And then I'm just going to go in with a little bit of highlight. I'm going to go into both of these two shades from my Project Pan highlight palette, and I'm just going to put a little bit just there. I'm not going to like bring this too far in. I just want a little bit of glow. And when I say a little bit of glow, I obviously mean a ton, but I don't want it down the centre. Yeah, I feel like that is me done. I don't even feel like I want to put any more blush on, which is completely unheard of for me. But let me know what you think. Is this the sort of look that you would wear? Like, I would genuinely wear this just for an everyday look. I absolutely adore these colours. These are just so me. I feel so comfortable in these colours. I absolutely love them. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you picked up this palette, what your favourite shade is. I would have to say that that shimmer that I put across the lid is probably my favourite colour I've ever used, ever. And of course it's from Beauty Bay, so it's so affordable, it's cruelty free. I'm the biggest fan. So let me know what you think, and until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!